welcome to McPaws Capital channel. My name is Michael Chu. This video we're going to talk about the growth stocks list that I follow for the week ending October 31st, 2025. We talk about this in the main market video. If you haven't watched that, please follow that video as well. We had the market IBD changed their allocations to 80 to 100% from 60 to 80 on Monday. There was some, obviously news related to China trade with US, and there's some optimism there, and so we had a gap up on Monday, really strong. And we see some accumulation that day, but as the week progressed, we actually saw it continue to decrease in terms of accumulation, and distribution pick up significantly. And we see that here in the number of stocks here. So there's a lot more stocks being distributed, which means they're dropping in higher volume than stocks that are up in volume. In the industry group, we're seeing similar. Lots of groups are being distributed. So this is not the good sign. We did have a slight distribution day on Thursday, right there. Yeah, I forgot to mark it here, but it is a higher distribution day. On the sector side, we also see, distribution come in as the week progressed, and the only thing that's net positive is commodities, energy. The rest are all negative, and retail got hit the hardest. And then financial also got hit hard by the end of the week, and industrial also coming in third place. Health and technology are just net neutral, meaning the number of stocks under accumulation is the same as number of stocks under distribution. So yeah, not many areas showing, at least not one specific sector showing too much strength at this moment. Now down here we're seeing, this is based on stocks that have already report earnings that I follow, and based on that we're seeing the percent in uptrend right now as of Friday. 145 stocks, 60 of those 145 is in uptrend, 79 of them is in downtrend, and within 1% of their moving average is there's 6 of them. So that come in at 43% uptrend right now, which is not too bad. Consider, some of those accumulation minus versus distribution stocks here. So that looks pretty good, like 40%, roughly 30 to 40%. On Monday, we were more than half of the stocks were in uptrend. And then down here on the right side here, this list here is based on stocks that not necessarily have report earnings, as well as ones that have reported. So the total number of stocks that was listed there is 424, and based on that, again, 118 is in uptrend, and 274 is downtrend. So 30% is in uptrend right now. So a lot less than the ones that have reported. So that is very interesting. Also, this one on Monday we showed that it was above 50% as well, but by the end of the week it kind of come back to 30% in uptrend mode. So this is the list I have reported earnings, and they're all marked as blue here, just to show the difference. We're going to use only one spreadsheet just for convenience sake, but this is based on October 10th, and since then stocks that have reported, and we see some of them in uptrend and also making new high here. So that's what this column is on October 31st, making new high. And even come down here, we're seeing them making new high as well. So yeah, very good lists here. And but like I said, we're gonna look at from the other spreadsheet perspective, just because there's still a lot more stocks that haven't reported yet. But eventually we'll shift over to the other one. So here's the one that is since July 14. So since not this current earnings report, but since the previous one. So that's the time frame we're looking at. Here's the percentage gainer from that perspective, and also and then whether they're in uptrend or downtrend, and again whether they're in high mode right now. So we're gonna go through sector by sector just for easier to look at them. Since there's no specific sector or group that is, no specific sector that is dominating the market right now, we're just gonna start from technology. So here we see CN at the top here. Go to the chart, and this has been a very strong leader in the fiber optic area and doing really well. You can see it just holding so tight right now. It doesn't even want to come back down to the short-term moving average. Here, that's also reported, and WDC, both of them reported, and both of them making new high. Looking at CommScope here, nice breakout right here. nice base, tight base here. It's now coming out of on Friday, so it looks really good. Here's Western Digital also making new high on earnings, looking really sharp here. So yeah, very strong stock. Actually, it reacted on Friday, so that was the gain from Friday. Then we have Light MU, they're still doing well. We have Credo. Credo is making new high here. This nice breakout zone here, very strong move and higher volume as well. At the bottom, you can see here. Next, we have Teradyne also reported this week, making new high, very strong. PSTG also making new high. So here's Teradyne. They reported and breakout, and look at that follow through. Very tremendous strength right now. Next, we have Pure Storage, and this one also very nice uptrend, finding support usually near the 10-day, and then this one near the 21-day as well. But yeah, very nice slope and making new high. Next, we have APP, AMD, both still doing well in the uptrend. SPXC Gate reported this week. Seagate Technology, it jumped up on really strong earnings, but it did try to follow through on Thursday and Friday, making new high, but it did come back to the 10-day, and then it did close a little bit higher. So we'll see if this bounce will continue here. We have Google also reported, did really well. We talked about it in the main market video. Please follow that. We have Audio Eye also making new high here. SITM, SHAK, LSCC still doing okay. Marvel also making new high. TWLO reported. Here's TWLO making a huge jump here on Friday on earnings. Really high volume, trying to break out. Looks really good. We have ANET and Live here, still doing okay. Reddit reported it's an uptrend right now. Cloudflare Net also reported here a nice breakout again, looking very sharp here, very strong volume. These are really good looking breakouts here. We have Billy here, still an uptrend. Palantir making a new high. AVGO an uptrend. Here's Palantir looking really sharp. They tried to make a big move here this week and looking really good here. The market is a little bit wobbly since Monday, but whereas Palantir, you can see the RS line just continue to climb throughout the week and pretty much close at a new high on Friday. So this is tremendous power here. We also have DEll in uptrend. Apple, we cover in the main market video, making new high. Calyx, this is in the networking area, also breaking out on earnings. Very sharp uptrend here, and yeah, it's a really big move on earnings and high volume. It also followed through on Friday, so it looks good. It is extended though. You see how far it's extended, so might wait for a little bit. The TSN we also cover in that main market video. Palo Alto, RNG, MTSI, IoT, all those in uptrend. NVDA also in uptrend. We've covered that in the main market video. The Zscaler making new high here. P-Core, Globe, and then Team also reported. Hubs an uptrend grind. SCRM. Workday, yeah, Azure also reported, KD, GoDaddy, PPF. So yeah, all these stocks are still doing not too bad. So as you can see, technology overall is not bad at all. Like a lot of them are breaking out, making new highs. So that's a good pattern. Here's the retail area, not very strong group. A lot of, as I mentioned earlier, a lot of stocks are being distributed this week. So retail is under a lot of distribution. That's what part of the bringing the market down on the breadth of the market. So that's not a good thing. But there's a few stocks that report this week that did not bad. We have Wayfair here. Wayfair broke out from the earnings here, and so far it's holding really tight, so that looks very good. Next we have Glow. Glow also moved on earnings here, trying to pull back now to 10-day, trying to find support at this level. Tesla you cover in the main market video. We have ROKU also reported. Here's a breakout here on earnings as well. Very strong move, high volume. So then we have HTHT, BFAM, OSW reported, and MELI, Viking, SHAK also reported. So those are the few stocks in retail, not too many. And the next sector we're going to look at is the industrial stocks. They're doing pretty well. There's quite a bit of stocks here. So and a lot of them have reported too. So that is a sign that they're still in uptrend, and so that's a good area to also look into. So first here we have CLS making new high here. Here's Celestica. Recently it has kind of bounced off this really nice base here and pull back to the 10-day, and then we had this huge bounce right here on the earnings. And from there, we have been holding up really nice. And look at the 10-day; it's far below it, and it is, trying to catch up to it. But so far, it just doesn't want to come back down. This is a really good sign. Also reported in the uptrend right now. KRMNM also in the uptrend. We have symbolic here making new high. This one hasn't reported yet. So here we are, symbolic making new high on Friday after bouncing this whole week. This is definitely strong relative strength compared to the general market. Very strong. PMI here, breaking out of earnings right here. This is a nice breakout and making new high on Friday, so very strong. Then we have FN, STRL in uptrend. We have VRT reported also in uptrend. MBT both also making new highs. Let's look at WordTIF Holdings here. This one has reported earnings a while ago, like more than a week ago. A little bit shaky there, but since then it has come up much higher, and right now it's just pulling back slightly to the 10-day. MVT, this one has been digesting and then starting to take off here, and then on earnings day Friday it actually jumped up a lot higher here. Then we have Coherent uptrend, ALNT also in uptrend, CDRE in the secure area near the moving average. TEL, this TE connectivity, TEL making new high right now, very strong uptrend right now. You can draw a bottom channel line. It's pretty good angle right now. Look at this volume at the bottom, lots of accumulation. Then we have SANM in the uptrend. FLS also report this week uptrend. APH also reported uptrend. WCC making new high here. This is also in electronic parts. Westco International breaking out this nice base and tight consolidation right here. It has followed through on Friday, very strong. Next we have KEX here in uptrend. SPXC, SPX Technologies. This one also breaking out very nicely here on earnings. Very strong move. With JBHT and VMI both within 1% moving average. MYRG in uptrend. HXL also reported in uptrend. Here's Power. Quanta Service recently consolidated. We had this huge pullback here. After that, we have able to bounce back, and we have a pretty nice slope here on the bottom channel line. And then we reacted on earnings on Friday, making new high, but we did pull back by the end of the day. So we'll see if this can find support here. Next we have HWM in uptrend, also reported RLO uptrend. MYE also reported in uptrend. RBC, this RBC bearings here, breaking out this nice cup with a very slight handle here. Very high volume support on this breakout. Looks really good. We also have XYL in the uptrend, also reported. JBL, MPO, ESC, TT also in uptrend. ROK uptrend, Dove uptrend. So again, many stocks have reported. MNTN, ETN, WAB, AVG here. Also this one breaking out right now. So you can see many of these stocks are in the industrial group are breaking out. This is in security area. Very nice move here with high volume as well on the support side. So yeah, feel free to look at the rest here. Yeah, very strong group. On the health side, there's not too many stocks in the uptrend right now. We have ESPR still in uptrend. ATech, Alpha Tech Holdings. This is medical products group. Report earnings, breaking out on really high volume. Very strong movement there. We have ARQT also reported in uptrend. PTSG within 1%. UTHR, PHC, this is still hasn't reported yet. This is by Hibro Animal Health. So we make new high on Friday, reporting in 4 days. Trading very tight action here near the 10-day line. So it looks really good. Next we have Lilly. Lilly reported earnings on Friday, making new high here, closing very strong. We have this nice uptrend line down here, support line. So we'll see how this keeps going. We have MERM, MCK, Core, and then GKOS also in the uptrend. On the commodities energy side, we see shows here at the top within 1% of moving average right now. Plus Solar is reporting really strong here, making new high on earnings. This one has been a little bit choppy recently, but this is a pretty big move, so we'll see what happens next. We have RIG down here in uptrend. Vista also in uptrend. SQM Society Quamica, a Chilean producer of fertilizer, and this one is breaking out right now, looking very strong. Volume is increasing. But still, STLD also reported in the uptrend. NPCSD, FCX, KGS, and GSLB, LPG here. Some oil and gas here. Finally, we move to financials. As you can see, many of these stocks have been reported as well in uptrend, so that is really good. The ones in blue. Stone at the top here within 1% moving average, but SoFi reported. The SoFi has a pretty volatile day after reported here. It reversed, then for on Thursday and Friday it did find support at the bottom here. So we'll see if we can continue the bounce from here. Next we have Futu also making new high here. This Futu Holdings. This is a very nice base. It's coming back on the right side of the base. Earnings is still a while away, so it looks like it's setting up to breakout right now. Then we have NU in uptrend, FCFS in uptrend, PAGS in uptrend, AXP in uptrend, AHR. This is American Healthcare REIT, AHR making new high right now. It's a very nice bottom channel line breaking out from this recent base here. Again, volume has been showing up on the support side, so that looks good. With SAN also reported in the uptrend, JXN in the uptrend, LPLA in the uptrend, ANWA is in the uptrend, NWG in this uptrend. A lot of these are in uptrend. They have, they didn't close strong on Friday, but they're still in the uptrend. BAC here making new high. This is Bank of America. Here's the bottom channel line here. And on Friday, it did make a new high, closing high here, so that looks really good. Again, volume did show up. So this is the part of the good news. We're seeing lots of this, some of these stocks here making new highs, as well as a higher volume. Where BMRC in uptrend, BCS in uptrend, Citigroup uptrend, BK within 1%, and so forth here. So yeah, feel free to go through this. And so overall, the market, it's not the strongest in terms of growth stocks, but there's still some, especially in the top 50 here. That's why in a way the IBD 50 is, has been doing well. But yeah, hopefully we will see more stocks turn up here as they report. And so far it looks not bad. Like so the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago, you see it was 10 to 20%, as high as 30% for the number of stocks in uptrend. So very low numbers. Then we start to move from 30 to around 50% the week before. And this week we're fluctuating between 50 and 30 here. So but as you see from the reported ones, it has done pretty well. We're still holding up above 40%. So that tells me that as stocks are reporting, they're actually not too bad, right? So thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe. Until next time.